storm, local home improvement companies have been getting a lot of calls asking for their services.
It was a mess.
Donna Anderson panicked after seeing water gush from her kitchen ceiling. Ice dams had formed on her house, causing the leak.
I was up on my roof one day for 12 hours straight, and my gutter was all filled with ice. And I got out a ladder, and I chipped it with a screwdriver.
So back in 2017, we helped Donna, a resident of Enfield, connect. And her home was too hot in the summertime and too cold in the wintertime. There was much too much moisture in the basement and not enough insulation in her attic. Let's take a look at some of the things that we did, and let's find out how she's doing today. So Donna, how long have you lived in the home?
51 years.
So where did you find us?
I found you at a country fair.
What was your concern when you saw us? What made you set an appointment?
Well, you
with us?
had samples of insulation.
Right.
And I knew my house was, at that time, maybe 46 years old, and it was old. The windows were old.
Yeah, the
I
windows.
was getting a lot of drafts.
Okay.
And my basement was always moist and damp, musky. The house was so cold, but I didn't want to keep it that cold. I wanted it warmer, so when I saw your display of the insulation, I said, it's time to do something.
And did you find the evaluation with the home comfort specialist helpful?
Very helpful. He was very knowledgeable.
Okay. And so what are some of the things that you learned about your home while that process was happening?
Well, I learned why my gutters filled up with ice.
Oh.
Because one day I was on a ladder and I chipped the ice out of my gutter in the backyard.
So you had ice damming.
Ice damming, water coming over the walls in my house.
Oh my goodness. So you had significant ice dams. Now you understood that's something that needed to be done because
Right.
Right. So we came up with a plan. You had some drafty windows. You had some, you had some uncomfortable rooms. When our production team got here,
Right.
how'd they do?
Every time you asked these crew members to do something, it wasn't like it was another job. They just did it. They just did it on their own. And that was the best part because I did have this crew out to the house a lot because they were easy to work with.
The first phase of the project was taking care of the energy bills, right?
Right. That was most important to me.
Right.
Reduce my electrical bill.
Sure. We air sealed and insulated the attic properly,
Right.
right? And we gave you a nice little hatch.
I had made a hatch myself to get up to the attic.
I remember.
And it wasn't, I'm not a carpenter.
No.
So then the team put in a very nice foamed slide cover for my entryway up into the attic.
Yeah. So the foam cover that you use that slides out of the way, well, that's our David Lewis hatch cover, patented cover for an attic access. It's made from our 4-inch silver glow with our radiant barrier.
It was way better than the hatch cover that I made.
So now let's talk about the basement. What did we do to the basement?
They put foam from where the foundation in the house, where the house meets the foundation, they put foam all the way around it.
So that's a closed cell spray foam?
Right.
Exactly.
And my panel door, they put in a new door,
So we replaced
thermal
your-
door.
Yep.
Right.
We replaced
With
your
all
plywood.
insulation around it.
And then once we did the attic, what stopped in the wintertime?
The ice dams.
That's right. So did you ever have you ever had to go back up in your attic
I did not
outside
have
in the
to.
gutters?
I didn't have to go up on my ladder again. I didn't have to roof rake.
Yeah.
Which is another job that is not fun.
Yeah.
And I never got an ice dam again.
Well, so the results are lower humidity,
Right.
right? Warmer basement,
Right.
warmer floors up here,
Right.
and the basement door must have been really a benefit. Huge benefit.
The basement is like living upstairs now. The basement is, it's not freezing cold. It's not hot like it used to be. It's just right.
Perfect. Well, I'm glad that we were able to help you.
That was huge.
Donna was so happy that we were able to make her home more comfortable by properly air sealing and insulating her attic and basement. We did some additional work on her home in part 2 of the interview series with Donna. Just click on the link in the description below to view.
Fogarty's Home Services, we
We
fix
fix
uncomfortable
uncomfortable
homes.
homes.